Welcome to another episode of Ignite Your Power, the Kathy Mel podcast. I can't believe it's already 2025. So happy New Year. Welcome back. And this is the first episode of 2025. How exciting. And I hope everyone had a great holiday, Christmas break or Christmas holiday and a New Year's. My family and I didn't do much during New Year's. We actually went to bed at like our regular routine time, 8, and then we sat in bed, FaceTiming my sisters at 9 o'clock because we want to do the Eastern Standard Time. And it was funny because we didn't even do the countdown. We like totally lost track of time. It was chaotic. And then we're just like, oh, okay, Happy New Year. And then Jem was like, oh, okay, what's going on? All right, why are we FaceTiming before bedtime? This is so weird. But yeah, anyways, it was a great time to just spend quality time together, having a relaxing time with just my little fam bam. And for Christmas, it was a little hectic because Jem was sick and George was sick, and we actually went to Irvine to see my cute little nephew. He is the cutest thing on earth. Ah, and it was so fun to just spend quality family time with all of my siblings and my mom. So that was such a great time. So Christmas was a little hectic. So having New Year's was so nice, just the three of us. We went to a nice dinner, Mastro's, and then we came home and just, yeah, relaxed and did our own thing. But anywho, if you are new here, I am your host. I am Kathy. I'm an empowerment coach, and I teach people how to live a bliss off life, aka the BS life, which is about living in your power. I teach you tools to literally level you up to live the life that you desire and that you deserve. So, I give you tools to help heal you and have you take back your power to heal yourself. And so you can't change anything in your life, or you can't have somebody or others really change your life. Only you yourself can change that. Only you yourself can determine that. And so I am just one source and one avenue to give you the chance, or to give you tools or tips or stories that will help and relay all of that things, or whatever you need to hear to get you in the right direction. Because I know for me, the biggest thing that made me change my life for the better was hearing other people's success stories. And that connected with me. And it made me realize, like, okay, if they could do it, then why can't I? And so I took my power back. I didn't want to be a victim anymore of being, a sick, infertile person, which I was in 2021 or 2020, actually. And so I took my power back and I taught myself, changed my mindset, um, learned everything that I needed to be where I am today, sitting here, living out my life purpose and teaching you guys now. And so today's episode is actually gonna be about leveling up, seeing the signs that you are in the right direction, and really basking in your desires and your outcomes and having it show up in your reality. And so I'll give you guys stories and tips and tools to help you guys out with this. All right, so let's get into it. I'm excited for this topic. So, leveling up is like you wanting something or you becoming a better version of yourself. So, say you're stuck with not being happy with your life. Like you're stuck in a job that you hate, or you just don't love yourself, or you don't like the weight that you have, or, just whatever it may be. And you want to come out of that victim mentality and you want to level up and become the person that you want to be. So, say if you don't love your body, you learn to love it, or you're gonna learn to change and, you know, shed the weight off and learn how to eat nutrient-dense foods to take care of yourself so you're truly loving yourself, right? And how about you're the person who's stuck in a 9 to 5 job and you hate it and you're like, dude, there must be something else out there for me. There is. Trust me. I still work a 9 to 5. I'm lucky and blessed that I like that job. I'm good at it, but I still get to live out my life purpose. And you can too. But it's about tapping into yourself within you to actually take the chances to go after what you actually really like. So, say, like, you love doing art, but then you're stuck in a 9 to 5 and you're like, why can't I make money off of my art work, etc. You got to put yourself out there. You got to do the things to actually be seen, maybe. And then the universe will gift you whatever you're meant to be or do with your passions, right? Or, like you're unhealthy and you have a chronic illness or a, disease or some sort, and you're letting that disease victimize you and like keep you down, but you can overcome that. Like there are ways, okay? There are holistic ways or there are tools and things to do if you truly want to implement it. Because I had a cancer survivor come on last week, Sunflower Medicine, which she said she had cancer, but she took her life back. She empowered herself, went on this holistic wellness, and she did ayahuasca and did all these like holistic things that might sound crazy to others, but she tapped into her own power, found out, and is cancer free for 7 years now. Like, you cannot tell me that you can't heal yourself if that's what you truly want. But what do you truly want? But you can step into that person if you really want to. So for me, my example, okay, so I've been trying to level up. I've been trying to level up since 2021. Ever since I started my business, I've been on a journey. Being an entrepreneur is hard, okay? And for the longest time, I kept putting my value to the amount that I make. And I finally let go of that belief system last year in 2024. And I no longer believe that because yes, money is just a resource, but it is not everything. I already am so abundant. I already have everything that I need. So why do I need to equate money into my value? And I started loving and learning that I am just exactly where I need to be. And so this is where all the life lessons that I've learned in the past 4 years have come into play. And mind you, when you're in a self-discovery journey or if you're up leveling, it's going to take some time. It's going to make you sit down, maybe listen to podcasts or read certain books that are going to help with your mindset, okay? To help shift you from that negative lack mentality to a more like confident, happy, loving mentality. Okay. So it took a long time to get to where I am today. So I finally feel like there's a big shift, and this is why I wanted to share it today. Because when you're leveling up, that journey is hard from your old you to becoming the new you, right? And how do you do that? You have to do the uncomfortable things that make you move towards the thing that you want to be. So, one way that you can do is visualize, right? Who is the person that you want to be? How are they going to act? How are you going to act? What are you doing? Like visualize all of it. What does it taste, smell? What do you see? What like use your senses in this visualization process when you are that you want to be. And where are you? What are you doing? Like visualize that. And slowly you can tell how you are and what you need to do. and let your intuition guide you to that. Like don't block your intuition. So, using your intuition is like using your gut feeling. You're just like, this doesn't feel right. Don't do it. If something is bringing you happiness and joy, follow that. Follow your gut. Your gut's always telling you what is the right thing. So that's your intuition. And so when you're on this journey, though, it's so hard. It feels like you're like, I just want to be there already, right? Like for me, I'm such an impatient person. I am so impatient, guys, but I'm learning to just be in the present moment. And so this is why being in the present moment is so, so important. Learning to just bask in the abundance of what you already have now. What are you doing now? What is here in your reality now? That's all I can focus on and control. So I'm just going to do that. And that has helped with my anxiety and my mental health too. So that's another tip. But if you're always thinking about the future or you're always thinking about what happened in the past, you're not being present and you're always in overwhelming anxiety. So if you're stuck in the past and thinking all the things that you've done in the past, it's already happened. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go back and rewrite what you did? No. You could take those as a life lesson and then move forward with it. What did you learn from that? Why? Why did you do it at that time? And understand, like, okay, give yourself compassion. Like, okay, you were younger, you didn't know any better, you didn't have the tools, you didn't have the right mindset back then. Okay, great. Who are you now? Being in the present. See how right now you can control that. You can bask in the now and know that you are this amazing person. Okay. And if you're thinking about the future all the time, again, you're chasing something. You're like always looking for that thing. And you can't just be content with the now, what you have. And trust me, I'm practicing this on a daily basis. And, I keep chasing. Like I am AMG. I'm a manifesting generator. So as in my human design, I'm just designed to want to do a million things and just complete it ASAP. Like I can't just bask in the journey of where life has taken me. So it's just been a crazy 4 years since 2020. Like I got married in 2019 with my husband, and I've been on the go ever since, like of wanting to build my life the way exactly what I want. And so this business too is like I don't have a certain outcome yet, and then I'm just like, ugh, so frustrated. But no, I just have to bask in this journey of like, okay, trusting that everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to, and just trust that it is going to happen in divine timing for exactly when I am ready for it and when the universe knows that I'm ready for the things that I really want. And I'm already starting to see it. I'm already starting to see it. So, going back to leveling up, right? When you actually visualize, though, right? The past and the future you're just visualizing. You don't get stuck and just keep thinking about it all day long, okay? And then once you're done with the visualization, know like what do you need to do in this moment in time now to get to be that person. And so for me, it was like meditating on a daily basis every morning or at least once a day. Totally grounds me. It makes me feel so much better. And breathing and breath work. So, breath work while I meditate helps calm me and calms my nervous system. And I know that in order for me to level up too, I need to love myself. So, I have been on a loving self journey, and I've been looking at myself in the mirror, to be honest, and I keep looking at myself and I'm loving myself. And I think literally looking in the mirror at myself before I go shower, I'm like, dang, girl, you are looking good. Like you birthed a child and you're still looking bomb AF. Like, dude. And I'm still super fit for my age. Like, man, I'm so thankful for this body. I'm so healthy and happy and grateful. Like, I literally say these things out loud or in my mind before I step into the shower. It feels so good. And when I actually feel this goodness in my body, I feel like I'm up leveling even faster. Like the universe is gifting me more and more things that I want into my reality faster because when you're loving yourself, you're raising your vibration. So when you're leveling up, you need to be at a higher vibration, right? So there's always these levels of energy, and everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy. And so the tools that I give you is literally letting your vibes or frequency get higher so you are matching that desire that you want. And that's how you level up. Simple, right? Simple. But you have to put things into practice. So you have to take action into the things that you actually want. And if you don't take action to it, it's not going to be gifted to you guys, okay? And so it's not like working t to death, but it's like, moving the needle. Okay? Doing little things like meditating or eating healthy or, like me, talking into the mirror, doing some self-love. And so that has been so helpful. But that's one of the best ways to literally raise your vibration and level up, self-love. So if you can't get to the mirror and start saying loving things to yourself, start saying positive affirmations. At least start with that. And start saying it every day because again, you want to create new neurons in your brain to actually create new things and new habits that you want into your life, right? And so if you just say positive affirmations every day, you're going to start tricking your brain to truly believe that you are those things, and then you are gonna act that way. So say right now you're not feeling the greatest. Like you truly don't love yourself, but you should say every day, I'm amazing, I am powerful, I am, smart, I am beautiful, I am courageous. Just saying whatever affirmations you want. So at first you're gonna feel weird, right? But then if you keep saying it, you're gonna start noticing and then embody that affirmation if you do it daily. And so this is what I'm saying, taking action, doing the things that you actually will level yourself up. Okay. Another thing that I've been doing to level up too is eating so healthy. Like I've always eaten pretty healthy, but I have caffeine or I like eat some sugary stuff here and there. But now I'm literally cutting all of that out. No alcohol, no caffeine at all, and no sugar, no processed foods. Like literally trying to heal my body. And so I'm visualizing all of my cells being so tired and burnt out from all the high cortisol I have because I'm stressed all the time or most of the time because I'm an entrepreneur. I work a 9 to 5 job. I'm a like not a housewife, but pretty much I'm a housewife. I'm a wife. I work from home, so I consider myself a housewife. So I'm literally doing 3 freaking jobs. And I'm a mom, actually 4 jobs, guys. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I feel like I'm so stressed all the time. And so I need to eat healthy. And mind you, I have endometriosis too. So it causes more pain in my body, more so because it's a lot of inflammation in there. There's a lot of inflammation. My cells are working really, really hard to keep me healthy. And this is why I'm here. If I was sick with endometriosis, literally, guys, I would not be able to even record. I would not even be able to function. Like I did not like that. I did not like that at all when I was in that really sick stage of my life. So this is why I also eat healthy. But back to eating healthy and why this helps with leveling up is because it gives you energy, like pure good energy in your physical body. And what you eat really matters because what you eat is who you are on a cellular level. Like, let's get scientific. Okay? So think about it. So all the nutrients you eat, like everything you eat goes into your cell, goes into your body, and that's who you are. So say all you eat is processed foods. So you are literally, your cells are going off of junk food. Like your cells don't have any nutrients to do its thing. Like it has no way in hell to help you clean out the nasty stuff that you eat. Like it's working so hard to process the processed foods that are in your body. And how does it come out? It won't come out. It's going to get stuck. And this is why people have so much chronic illness or autoimmune diseases or even have cancer. Like, you know, so like you literally need to eat healthy, guys, or at least nutrient dense foods, like for 90% of your meals. And then you can have like that 10% snack, okay? Or like whatever. Like you can have a little bit of ice cream or a little bit of chips or whatever it may be, but for most of your meals, it needs to be high quality, nutrient dense foods, like organic foods, because organic, again, is so important because we have so much chemicals in our freaking world nowadays. Of course, it's so hard to get rid of or avoid because it's everywhere. So try to use your power to pick things that are less toxic for you. Okay. So, like organic foods are so important because it's less toxic for your body and it makes it easier for your body to process and for your cells to work and process the food that you're eating. Okay. Does that make sense? And so, like me, I'm wearing non-toxic makeup today. I love it so much. Like specifically the lipstick. Mwah, do you love it? For the podcast listeners, I don't think you can see this. But if you're on YouTube, you can see this. And my eyeshadow is non-toxic, so I'm loving it. Dude, and another thing that I've been doing too, sorry, I'm getting all over the place, but I'm just so excited about this topic. Getting rid of all of like the toxic products that I use around my house. So like I replaced it with non-toxic detergent and all the cleaning products is non-toxic and I'm so excited about it. Like I can't believe I'm in my era of like those little things that get me excited. Like I'm such a mom now and I guess I'm a hippie. I'm a new hippie. A cool hippie, I guess. But in terms of that, being a hippie is great because I want to be as conscientious about the earth and about the products and about my health as much as possible in a peaceful way too. So, whatever it may be. But anywho, that's another thing too, is getting rid of your toxic items, old items, getting rid of the old things that you've been having. That's stuck energy too. Okay, your materialistic things that you hold on to that are just old is just stuck energy. Like, get rid of that and bring in new stuff so you can bring in new energy. Like, bring in the good new things. Like, stop holding on and being a hoarder of all the old stuff that you don't even need or use. Like, get rid of that. And so I've noticed that when I started getting rid of all these not like all these toxic things and like my old stuff, like I threw away my old toxic makeup that I've had for like literally 10, 15 years. Yes, I know. I hoard like certain things. I noticed that, okay? We all have our own thing. Finally tossed it, and it feels so good to toss it. But for some reason, we hold on and grasp these old items. Why? Why do we do that? Let it go. It's energy that you don't need anymore, things that you do not need. And remember, these are all materialistic things that are replaceable. Throw it away. Maybe even if it's not replaceable, then okay, keep it in your memory. Toss it away if you're not even using it. Okay? And for the most part, if it's like more materialistic things, it's like makeup for me or clothes that you don't even wear or need. Like, dude, get rid of it. You're not even gonna remember it. Like, will you just have it in a certain place for what? just building up old stuck energy. Why? Get rid of it. So that's another thing. And that was really exciting. So, like, just doing all these simple things, like me eating healthy right now, being on this bean protocol, like eating nutrient-dense foods that light and feed my cells so it can work at its prime. Um, yeah, why not do it? So, I got rid of the non-toxic things and I got rid of eating like all these bad things because, right, in order for me to level up to be a second time mom, like what do I have to do? Obviously, have to be at my prime health. Like I have to be better on my health in order to achieve that, right? So I have to level up myself to become a mom again. And so what do I have to do? I'm taking action to level up to become that thing, to become that mom that I want to be. And so I'm in the process, I'm in the journey. Yes, it's kind of hard. Yes. Do I really, am I gonna be perfect all the time about it? No, right? But I'm doing my best every day. But I know every day I'm doing little steps, baby steps to get there. And I know that I'm gonna get there. I know that I'm gonna get pregnant and become a mom again. And I'm gonna be excited when it happens. And I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And if you guys don't remember, I was pregnant last year, but I got a miscarriage. And to think I would be 7 months pregnant right now, guys, like 7 months. My baby would have came in March in like 2 months from now. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready at all. To think back, like if I was to be truly pregnant right now, I literally would not be ready. Like I would be freaking out. And I felt like having the miscarriage in a sense has taught me like, okay, I need to love myself again and I need to put my, self and health first, which I am doing, and it feels so good. It feels so empowering. And it feels like the old me that I have not been for a while because being a mom, you get so lost in having to care for somebody else that it's so nice to put myself and my needs first again. Oh, it's different. It's different before I had Gem when I was on this healing process. But I mean, it feels good to have that little peace and feel that, again, from what I felt before. And it's so nice and peaceful and blissful. So, yeah, and I'm feeling like I have more energy. I'm more patient with Gemma, which is exactly leveling up to being the person that I want to be. I want to be the very calm parent. I want to be a happier, loving parent that I know I am and that I can be in front of Jem. Like, that's leveling up to me. And so you guys can do this too. This is what I'm saying. But do you want it bad enough? Do you want that life bad enough? And do you believe in yourself enough? I think a lot of us don't believe that we can do it. But you just got to start. You just got to go for it and try. Do it. I'm literally here to support you. And I'm just an avenue or an example of if I can do it, you can do it too. Honestly, what's holding you back? Yourself. Nobody is. And so I tell myself that all the time. And funny thing is, my friend came over last weekend and we did a vision board. Look at mine. Yes, it's just literally on a piece of paper, and I didn't have any pictures or whatever, but it's okay. I love writing. I'm not a big artist or anything. For the listeners on podcast, sorry you can't see my vision board, but I have gold here, flowers, and like a map. And it's because flowers, I love flowers, guys. So it's so meant to be that I picked this. And then the background is a map, which shows that I love traveling. I'm going to travel more in 2025. I'm going to see the world. That's exactly what I want. I want financial freedom to be able to travel the world and do the things that I want without just having to worry or think about. And so that was one of the things on my manifestation 2025 list. Um, and I put optimal health because I want to be a second time mama. So, and then the third thing is I want to be more spiritual. And it's funny because my friend who came over, she's like, "Whoa, Kat, you're more witchy these days." And I was like, "Okay, you mean more bitchy?" And then she started laughing, and I was like thinking about it. She thinks I'm more witchy because I've been tapping more into my spirituality, which I love, and I'm okay with it. And I was like, "Ooh, okay, she's noticing a shift." And this is again leveling up. When people in your reality are saying new things to you that you've been working on, it's a confirmation that you're in the right direction, that you're leveling up. So I've been working on my spirituality. And this is why I got tarot cards. And yes, it may look like I'm more witchy, whatever it may be. But I think I'm more bitchier in a sense, and I think it's coincides because being a witch is like being in your power and casting spells. And so I told her, your words are your spells. Like you are creating spells. So this is why whatever you say is so important because what you're saying and your thoughts literally create your reality. And so this is why you need to change your mindset. And to change your mindset, you got to be more positive. And to change your mindset, that's going to help you level up to who you want to be or who you're supposed to be. And so I feel like I'm more bitchier in a sense because no, like I'm still my kind person, but bitchier in a sense to others is because my energy and my boundaries are more like limited. And I don't give two issues about other people's opinions. Like I seriously used to care so much, guys. I used to care so much about what other people think. And I used to try so hard to think about what other people want or what other people will perceive me or how they will perceive me. And it is so exhausting. It is so exhausting. And now I literally just don't care. And I just only do the things that give me joy, that help with my energy. So, like for example, we went to Irvine to see my nephew, and my older sister threw a Christmas party for our family, which was so beautiful. It was amazing, it's delightful. But it was 10 p.m. and I was like, oh my God, this is way too late. Like, I'm exhausted. Gemma's exhausted. Let's go. Like, I used to have FOMO. I used to want to stay as long as possible with other people. And I used to feel bad for like leaving early, etc. No, I don't. No. I was like, enough is enough. Let's go. Like, that's how I knew in my in my human being, in my body, I just felt like, man, I don't care anymore. Like I just felt it and it felt so good. Like I felt like the chains have been like released. Like I'm not tied down anymore. Like I'm not this Muppet. And it felt so good to not care. Like, and plus, when my friend came too, I was like, usually I would want to hang out with her, like, or just like hang out with the people and talk and just spend quality time as much as possible. Even if I was so tired, I would try to push through. But this time, I was like, dude, I'm trying to put Jem to sleep. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go to bed. I don't want to like talk and hang out. Like, we'll just do it when we wake up. Like, why do we have to do it this moment in time? And like, it felt good to just do me. And I told my friend, I was like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Like, I will just talk in the morning. Like, no big deal. She's like, yeah, 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 whatever. We'll talk in the morning. Yeah, like, why did I used to have to force myself or believe that I need to do a certain thing for others? It felt so good to just like do me. And again, that was another sign that I was leveling up. I was like, oh my gosh. So you'll start noticing the things that you used to do and like the patterns that you used to have is gone. Like you no longer care. You no longer see it in your reality anymore. It feels so freaking good. So that's another leveling up tidbit. And another leveling up, raising my energy vibration. So like little things I've seen in the last couple of days. So I actually did some self-care for 2025. I went to a Korean spa. It was beautiful. I loved it so much. And so, man, I had the best like massage or masseuse ever, I think. And it wasn't just a massage. Like there was in the Korean spa, they don't really do massages. They do like scrubs, but then they had like this little branch where they call like Bay Wellness or something. So they're more like acupuncturist, chiropractor, and like they do myofascial work therapy. And so I didn't know what that was, but like they press out your knots. But it felt so good, and that was exactly what I needed. I did not need a massage like the usual, like, Swedish massage. Like, no, like this time it was literally like he pressed the effing shit out of my back. Felt so fucking good, guys. Like, it kind of hurt, and I was sore for like 3 days after it, but it meant that he was getting all the knots out that has been stuck in me. Like he was getting all the knots out in my whole freaking body. And that was exactly what I needed. Like universe, God's source knew that that was exactly what I needed. And so they sent that person to me or told me to book that. And I was like, okay, wow, that was exactly what I need. I love it. But before I even went into the spa, guys, the parking lot was packed. There was no parking spots. People were like looking for parking and like trying to fight with each other. So my mom was in the back. She's like, oh my God, there's so many people, like full of anxiety that we can't even find parking. I was like, okay, ignore. And then my friend was driving, and then she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this spot. Okay. Like, I was like, no, trust me, just go in the front. There is parking spots in the front. Trust me, just go. She's like, okay. Mind you, she pulls up to the front, and there's one spot right in the front for us. Like, how did I know that? And I was like, see, told you guys. Told you, mom. Told you, my friend. I knew that there was a spot there for us. Like, what? Leveled up. Also, the other day I went to Happy Hollow Zoo. So it's a little zoo in San Jose. And I go there all the time with Jem. And so again, it was packed. It was like 12:30. Everybody eats around that time, and there was no tables open. But mind you, I went inside the cafeteria. There was one table open, and there was like this lady walking, and she kind of looked at it and was like, I don't want to sit here. And like walked away from it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down. It was the exact perfect spot for us. Like I knew it. I knew that that table was for us, and it fit us. There was like, what, six of us, but it fit us perfectly. Like, what? See, these little things are showing me that I'm leveling up. And then today, something happened amazing. Um, so I woke up, and every time I wake up, I kind of check my emails. And yes, that's not the best thing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I check my emails to see what's up. And then I got an email saying, like, oh, you got Venmoed $15 from Verizon Wireless Settlement. And I was like, well, what? Why am I getting money? Like, this is a spam. Bleh. And so I actually went to go check my Venmo just to see. And I was actually gifted $15. And I was like, what? I mean, it's not a lot, guys, but still, I got money back. Like, I got money. Like, the universe sent me that. Like, what? That is amazing. Another level up. Like, see, I'm starting to see all these little things coming into my reality. And you guys can do this too. But you truly have to practice what I preach. If you don't practice it, you're not going to receive anything. Your life is still going to be the same. And in order to change your life, you're going to have to do things differently. You cannot keep doing the same thing to and then expect different results. Like you're going to have to do things differently to accept the different things into your life. So what I've been doing is different, right? I'm adding more spirituality into my life because it brings me joy. Um, I'm loving myself more, which is helping me level up and raise my vibration because that's one of the highest things you could ever do for yourself, and it's so easy to do. Well, maybe for others it might be tough, but for me, easy. But Again, that costs nothing to you, okay? So no excuses. And just because you lack some confidence in yourself, it's okay. You can build that up. This is why you need to just do it. Eating healthy, man, that has been making me feel so good, energized, loving myself even more because I feel so empowered that I can like resist all the things that I love to eat. But I know in the end, my cells don't love it, my body doesn't love it. So why eat it? Why do it? And then I noticed that I have eczema on my eye and like right here, in the back of my ears. And I've noticed that when I stopped eating all these things, the flare up was gone. Like it's less itchy and it's not as poofy. And when I do eat like gross things, like it'll inflame it. And so I truly know that what I eat really affects my body. So, um, yeah, these are my things that I've noticed in my reality, my tips and stories that I've seen that I am leveling up. And you guys need to go do it. And have you guys done a vision board yet? Like, you guys need to go and do a vision board because it's fun, first of all. Second of all, it's so powerful because when you write things down, it literally lets the universe know exactly what you want. And you're telling the universe what you want. And thirdly, when you see the list, it's going to remind your subconscious mind and your mind, like, oh, this is what I want. Reminder, okay, let's bring it in. Let's bring in what you need and want into your reality. So, yeah, what an exciting, exciting start to 2025. Oh, and another thing I wanted to add before I leave for this episode is Um, a great thing or a great tool too is to calculate your personal year. So this has helped me understand what type of year I'm about to get to. So in numerology, if you add your month plus the date and then plus this year, you add it all together and then you keep adding until you get to one digit, unless it's like 1111 or I mean, yes. Unless it's like a double digit of like 1111 or 1212, then you just leave that. So my mine was actually personal life number 8. So an 8 is always good fortune, good things. So I'm so happy and excited for this year. So let me give you an example of how to calculate. I think it's kind of confusing what I said. So I'm born in August, so 8 plus the date, so 27 is mine. So 8 plus 9 and then plus 2025. So 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. So you add that all together and then I got double digit and then you add it together again and then you get one digit, which is 8. So do that for yourself, month, date, and then the year, which is 2025. Add that and look at your personal number, and you can see videos on YouTube, other videos. I am not going to personally do that. And it's going to help you understand what type of year you're going to have. So, also a reminder, this year is 2025 9 number. So a 9 means it's the end. It's like the end of the cycle of what you're supposed to be learning. So a lot of things are going to be coming to a close or you're tying the loose ends of certain things. So this is going to be a good year to like really change your life and to go after the things that you want and to release the old. So getting rid of all the old stuff that you've been holding on to. So you can move in next year with new things, new beginnings, and a thumbs up. Did you see that? Cool, right? Um, so yeah, I hope this was helpful. And let me know in the comments below if you got any tidbits or takeaways from today's podcast episode. And also, let me know if you guys are interested in more spirituality things like tarot card readings or readings in general. It has lit me up to do these things. So if you're interested, let me know. So maybe I'll do more videos on that too. But Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2025. And hopefully you guys started this New Year's off right. And I'll see you guys in my next episode next week.